Comfort food. What's yours? Pasta? Cake? A roast? For many of us, our comfort food is rooted in nostalgia.
Coming from a family of Michelin-starred chefs, you might think that mine is a Chateaubriand or lobster. Well, actually, it's my mum's shepherd's pie. My mother's shepherd's pie isn't just any old shepherd's pie. I'll let you into a secret. It's actually made with leftovers.
There were never any leftovers in our house. There were 5 of us and there were never any leftovers.
Look, there should always be a little bit of leftover.
Or preferably a lot. The trick is buying a leg of lamb that's big enough in the first place. You'll need about 500 grams of lamb to make this dish, and believe me, once you've tasted shepherd's pie made this way, your Sunday joint will get even bigger. Nothing else comes close.
Could you use minced lamb or pre-bought?
You can, but it's, you know what? It's not, I don't think, as good. Because the beauty of using the roast leg of lamb is that you've got this lovely fat and the caramelised meat on the outside and the beautiful rare meat on the inside. And I think that gives it great balance. And you've got all these lovely roasting juices, which you don't get if you're going to use mince. And of course, being a French household, our lamb was roasted very, very rare. But if I'm honest, as a kid, I really didn't like this rare one. I only liked the outside bits, the caramelised bits. What was your comfort food as a child growing up in Samoa?
In Samoa, well, a lot of our food has coconut cream. Oh, just about everything. Desserts, starters, main courses, throw a bit of coconut cream in. So if I think of Samoan food, first thing that comes to mind, coconut cream.
No coconut cream in this shepherd's pie. So what would you recommend with this then, Kate?
Yeah, it's interesting with roast lamb. If it was eaten like that, the classic sort of wine match would be a Rioja, perhaps a Rioja Reserve, a little bit of spice, you know, quite bold flavours, or a Cabernet Sauvignon blend, perhaps a Cabernet Sauvignon Merlot from Bordeaux. It's not, it's roast lamb, but it's in another dish. So I'm thinking I might spice it up a bit, go for something a little bit different. But what's going with the shepherd's pie?
Stir-fried cabbage with garlic and chilli and a little bit of fish sauce.
Oh, man. Wow.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Now, what I love about my mum's roast lamb was that she used to put loads and loads of garlic around it in their skins. And these that are left over, you just pop them open and you get that lovely roasted garlic.
Oh, lovely.
A golden rule when matching wine with food is that the flavour of the wine shouldn't be more or less powerful than the food. I've gone for a hearty red wine from southern France, which will balance, not overwhelm or get lost amongst the flavours. My second choice is a full-bodied bitter. It has a freshness that will work really nicely with the spicy cabbage, and at the same time, its rich fruitiness will cope with the wholesome meatiness of the pie. My third match is a refreshing apple and beetroot juice. The subtle earthiness of the beetroot will work well with the savouriness of the dish, and the apple will take out some of the heat of the chilli.
Right, now then, let's get mincing. So that goes in there, everything in there, mind your fingers, let's go.
The secret to making this dish really special is using a mincer. For me, it's a vital bit of kit that gives the filling a melt-in-the-mouth texture. Add a shallot, carrot, a couple of sticks of celery and some parsley to create the perfect shepherd's pie.
Of course, if you haven't got a mincer, you could, I suppose, chop it by hand, but it's not quite the same. I would invest in a mincer, even a hand mincer.
That smells amazing. Happy with that?
So now we need to season this. And, Kate, can you pass me my secret ingredient, please?
Yep. Direction?
On the shelf.
Yep.
What do you reckon?
Well, it's not going to be that.
Yeah, that's the one.
This one. Tommy K. You use Tommy K in your shepherd's pie. You're a Michelin-starred chef. What's all that about?
That's why they've all got Michelin stars. It's Tommy K.
That's the secret.
It's going to sweeten the shepherd's pie, season it, and give it a lovely, lovely texture as well. Now, that gets all mixed in. Here we go. So I want to serve with this some wonderful seasonal cabbage, hispy cabbage, which is sweet, crunchy, and it's just perfect for sautéing or for stir-frying. But you know, you can use any kind of cabbage that's in season. And if you haven't got cabbage around, then pak choy, which is available all year round.
Yeah, nice.
With it, I'm going to put some chili and fish sauce. And I want to stir-fry it and not boil it to death.
Good. That reminds me of my gran, which obviously is a good thing, my gran, but boiled cabbage wasn't.
After spooning the base of the pie into the dish, generously cover it with lots of buttery mash. Floury potatoes make the best mash, and I never add anything else to them except butter and a splash of milk.
This mashed potato is made the way the Roux household make mashed potato, and that's practically equal quantities of butter to potato.
Wow.
Cover the shepherd's pie with foil and put in the oven at 180 degrees. The secret to getting the perfect, crunchy, golden brown topping is to remove the foil after half an hour and turn up the temperature to 200 degrees for the last 10 minutes. And to go with this crispy, comforting pie, a spicy modern take on a nostalgic classic.
We just need a little bit of garlic and a little bit of chili. It's up to you how hot you want it, really, isn't it?
I agree.
I like this accompaniment because it is different, and I think it's challenging.
Quickly stir-fry the finely sliced cabbage, chili and garlic with the fish sauce, so it keeps its colour and stays crunchy. This is the ideal accompaniment to the ultimate comfort food.
Smells great.
Doesn't that look good?
Looks good.
Looks gorgeous.
And of course, all these lovely burnt bits on the side are the best bits.
They're the best bits. You scrape them off later.
Are you ready for this?
Go for it.
All right, here goes. Oh, look at that.
Tell you what, I think your mum would be pleased.
You haven't tasted it yet.
It looks and smells divine.
But I remember with my sister, we would fight over this, especially the corner bits, which were so
Yeah.
caramelised. And in our haste, we would burn the roofs of our mouth because we wanted to gobble it down so quickly. This really was one of our favourite dishes.
Kate, you want some Tommy K to go on top of
That would
that?
offend your mother, I think, wouldn't it?
It offended me as well. No. Please.
Monica. Some red wine for you. So we've got lovely Carène wine from, it comes under the umbrella of Côte de Rhône Village. There's lots of Grenache. Grenache is a lovely, supple grape. A little bit of spice, lots of juicy red fruits, a little bit black currant, a little bit of white pepper. It's just a lovely, warm, soothing wine. Brilliant with this.
This is lovely, and it does match very well. What is surprising, though, is it actually brings the spice out even more in the cabbage. You really get that spice that's opened up with this wine. It's a great match. I think you've done yourself justice here.
Shame I'm not drinking it. I've got the beetroot juice.
I'll enjoy it for you.
The apple and beetroot juice, because it's got that apple, it is actually quite refreshing, and it is working really well with the cabbage and the spiciness of the cabbage and a little bit of saltiness in there. So I'm actually enjoying it. I think it might be a little bit heavy to drink any more than that. I think a nice little taste with it's working nicely, but a long glass, I'm not so sure.
So what have I got?
And Michel, you've got the lovely, spicy, peppery ale, so see how you find it. It's hearty, so it's good for the shepherd's pie, but equally, it will bring out the flavours again of the cabbage and the chilli because it's got that spicy, peppery character.
It is. It's a damn good match. And, you know, I do like my beer. I like wine more, but I do like my beer. And I'll tell you what, it works really well, especially with this spicy cabbage.
Yeah.
But the thing is, of course, this is a really homely and warm and filling dish. And that's why I think the beer as well works well.
Cooking a proper homemade meal like this gives me as much comfort as eating it. But as food writer William Sitwell finds out, the explosion in